What is a community without a little bit of drama every now and then? Drama in the Doom community is nothing new, as I'll tell the story of csDoom. What is csDoom, you might be asking? What does that even stand for? Counter-Strike Doom? No, csDoom stood for Client Server Doom, and it was one of the first multiplayer source ports to integrate TCP/IP gameplay, much like Quake World. Heck, it even used code from Quake World 2. csDoom was created and first released in 2000 by Sergei Makovkin, also known as Fly. Another one of the developers at one point was Sean White, or Nightfang. Keep those tags in mind because they'll come up later. csDoom was derived from ZDoom, and it had a lot going for it at the time. The client server system was perceived to be much better than the peer-to-peer multiplayer that came with ZDoom back in the day. At one point, the client server protocol was planned to be integrated into ZDoom 2, but that never came to be. One of the obstacles csDoom faced were initially a few harsh criticisms of the port. It was originally distributed in binary form only, and didn't have co-op nor any plans to incorporate it. One of its most prominent critics was Mistaken from the multiplayer level editing team known as Team Onslaught. Mistaken complained to Makovkin about not releasing the source code at the time, since the code was under the GPL, and even went to John Carmack about it. Around this time, it appears that Makovkin and Nightfang fell out from working together too. On more than one occasion, the IRC channels for csDoom on several servers were even taken over. At least one of these takeovers was orchestrated by an individual known as Tom _, who tried to blackmail Makovkin into releasing the source code. Makovkin didn't take this well, and in response he did release the source code, but put in this bit of code into the version 0.61 client of csDoom. What this code did was ban the IP of 2 people from playing csDoom on whatever server that had that version's code. One of those people was Mistaken. Now I wonder why Tom _ wasn't banned. But wait, he was! Because Tom _ and Mistaken were one and the same. The plot thickens. But that wasn't the only juicy bit of information taken from this code. No. It turns out another bit of code would give a user a backdoor and allow them to take over any server they wished, giving them administrative functions if their name was set to a variation of Fly. To say that this gave Makovkin, or Fly, a bit of flack in the Doom community is quite the understatement. Despite this series of incidents, work on the port went on throughout the year. A stable release was made in the December of 2000, version 0.7. However, a month later, an individual known as XDemon claimed to have written the Black csDoom launcher. XDemon belittled Fly's coding ability and claimed that this launcher had the ability to not only hack into any csDoom server and disconnect its users, but also crash any server as well. Fly knew exactly who this XDemon was, and in hindsight, it's now as obvious as ever. It was none other than Fly's former associate, Nightfang. Fly announced the same month that he would patch the client, but afterwards would cease his development of csDoom. The same year, the source port XDemon emerged, with Nightfang as its lead developer. XDemon would go on to become one of the most prominent source ports for multiplayer, alongside another port by the name of Skulltag, which also integrated csDoom's networking code. csDoom would remain in limbo until 2004, when Denis Lukyanov, or Voxel, would take over the project. Development of csDoom resumed under his lead all the way until 2006, when he started to integrate csDoom's code into a project called Zwango, which would later become Odamex in 2007. Odamex is considered by a few in the community to be the true successor to csDoom, and at least its development has had less drama under its belt compared to some of its contemporaries and predecessors. Either way, it still has quite a positive reputation among those who use it. Heck, I think it's a good multiplayer port myself. But anyways, that's all I have for you guys. I'm probably missing a few perspectives on csDoom's turbulent early days of development, but there's only so much I'm capable of covering. Anyways, if you liked the video, thumb it up. If you want, you can support me with a coffee in the description. Never necessary but always appreciated. Thanks for watching, and until next time, toodaloo.